Hi everybody, Twin Mommy 101 here. I'm going to bring you a video on one of our favorite back carries, the half Jordan's back carry. We're going to do a little bit of a variation on it, and to finish it off, instead of tying, we're going to use a set of sling rings. I'll show you why the sling rings can come in a little bit more handy than tying as we get there. You can find sling rings at slingrings.com. It's going to depend on things like the thickness of your wrap and how broken it is as to what size you need. I have a large, so I'll be using a large today. As you can see, somebody is very sleepy, so we're going to do our best to get all this done, show you how to do this variation. If you use a size 7, you can do Shannan's tandem carry and do this exact back carry and then put front baby in with your tails. You can find a video of how to do that on our YouTube channel. You can also find the regular half Jordan's back carry there as well. So usually I like to Santa toss the girls to get them on my back. It's just easier for me, and you'll see when I make my seat here, because I'm actually going to show you my beginner skills for Superman toss. When I make the seat, you can see I have a little bit of difficulty getting it all the way up under her, and that's just because she's so tiny. I found that I was getting really frustrated trying to make the seat when they were a lot smaller, and it really wasn't my fault. It was just that they're so small and you want them so high, our arms just don't bend. So I find pre-making the seat with a Santa toss is a lot easier when they're smaller. So I'm going to take her. I have my wrap slightly off center. I guarantee you she's going to fall asleep before I finish wrapping her. Take it, put it against her back. Okay, so I like to take just a little bit of the wrap and put it along her arm, so that I know when she gets back there, she's going to have it around her neck where I need it. I like to take this hand and put it just like this under her arm. And then I just like to take this one, and then we'll put her up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whee! Always hold your baby until you get a nice secure deep seat made. She is going to be dead weight, so sorry if I have to struggle a little bit. I like to pin the top rails. I'm holding her down here. Pin the top rails between my teeth. It holds her secure while I make the seat. Conk. Okay, so you can see I struggle just a little bit still to get that all the way up there. But we have a nice knee over bum position. Shorter tail's here, my longer tail is here. I'm going to pin this one between my knees. I like to do a quick slack gather because that's going to hold her secure while I wrap. Now, for half Jordan's or full Jordan's back carry, this starts out underneath your arm. So I'm going to hold it. Look at that, out already. Told you guys. I'm going to hold it here. Hold the bottom rail, it's got your seat. I don't really have to pull the slack out yet. I'm just grabbing it however I feel. And bam. Alright, now I'll pull the slack out. And make sure that you don't pull your bottom rail too much or it'll pop your seat. I, for the longest time, couldn't figure out why I was popping my seat every time I was wrapping. Okay, so in a regular half or full Jordans, we would do a flip and keep it moving. With this variation, I'm going to take this cross pass right here, put it under her leg. In one of my videos, actually, doing half Jordans, I talk about how they're kind of always off center because one leg goes under the wrap and the wrap goes over the leg. So this makes it where they both have cross passes under them, makes them symmetrical. I got the slack out. I'm going to hold on to my wrap. I'm going to let my bottom rail loose. I'm going to take her leg. Okay, so you see how it's straight here. I'm going to take my bottom rail. I'm going to flip it in towards me. Make sure you flip it towards you. So, wrap, tucked it under her leg, take it, clockwise flip, wrap goes up. Now, you see that we have a seat, a little hammocky seat. I like this for wiggly days because half Jordans is great. It's one less layer than the full, good for Georgia heat, but not so good for when we're super wiggly and I really need that extra cross pass to hold her like in the Jordans. So I'm going to take this and now I'm going to do a regular carry. Just grab my slack, do my shoulder flip. So I just took it. Here's the, oh, it's okay, baby. Here's the part that I flipped up. And now that part that I flipped up is going to go closest to me. Shh. And this is going to get the slack out. Alright, now I'm going to finish my half Jordans. I'm going to take this, here's my top, use my arm, spread it up. Alright. She's good back there. She's just knocked out. So, I'm going to take this. I like holding my bottom rail so that it's nice and secure. And again, pulling the slack out is important because that's what keeps your baby nice and secure against your back. You don't want to have too much slack. It gives them wiggle room and that can lead to trouble. Alright, once I get to the bottom, it's nice and tight. Take this, do the same thing we did. And we have a half Jordans back carry with a cross pass variation to make a little hammock seat. Now, with the size 4, whatever kind of variation or regular half Jordans that you do, you can tie a slip knot here, and we have a video where you can make a rebozo pass, and then you have a tandem front back carry in a size 4, which is awesome. Sometimes you can't take the 7 out, lots of material. What we're going to do here is we're going to finish off with the rings. And then if you have a 7 that you've been working so far with, check out our other video to see how you can turn that into a carry to put your front baby in. Okay, now we're going to do the ring finish variation for this carry. So what I'm going to do is I want to make sure, I have that between my knees, I'm going to take my wrapping tail first. I want to make sure I keep it semi-flat. I don't want to spread it because I'm going to put it through the rings, but I like keeping it flat. Now, once you get more comfortable with this carry, you don't have to put this underneath. You can leave it out and keep it pinned between your knees, but for the purposes of showing you guys, I'm going to leave it pinned. I'm going to take this. Make sure that when you do your shoulder flip, you leave enough wiggle room. You're going to slide your tail through it twice to make a chest belt. So here's the first time around. Make sure that you have your chest belt where you want it, higher, lower, wherever's most comfortable for you. I like mine right up here above. So now that we're here, make sure your straps are as far as you want. You're going to be married to this position here when you finish. Okay. So remember I said you don't have to put it in. I just want to put it, because if you put it in, it holds it somewhat secure. Take a sling ring. Ah. Go through. Go up. Take it under your chest belt. Thread through the rings. Now remember I told you that there's a benefit to rings, right? So say we're really wiggly. This is why I'm going to love this carry. Say we're really wiggly and her top rail comes a little bit loose, or she gets her arm out, or something happens and I need to retighten it. With a knot I have to take it out and pull it and then retie it. With a slip knot I still have to work through the knot. With this, uh-oh, the bottom rail got loose. And I can retighten it and get all the slack out at any time. So, another reason why it's important to keep your wrap flat when you go. Now, since we can't thread this up and down tail through, I'm going to show you guys how we are going to handle that situation. So I'm going to take this, thread it through. I'm going to slide it underneath. Okay, now it's here, it's loose. I'm going to take this, put it over the shoulder strap. I'm going to take my tail, pull it through. Ta-da! So your ring finish is carry, or here and carry. Now, you can go here. See how I probably need a small or a medium? I'm not sure because I haven't really used them. We're looking forward to a fellow mom sending them so we can report back to you. Make sure you check our blog page so that you can get a little bit of testimony of what works best and how what difference I saw in them. So since this ring is still loose and not as secure as this one, I'm going to take this. Make sure all your slack is out. Make sure you're comfortable, because once you put this through here, it is going to go ahead and seal the deal with this chest pass. So I'm going to take this and pull this through the rug strap. And now it's also very visually appealing. So this is half Jordan's back carry in the ring finish with my very tired baby. If you, like I said, have a 7, make sure you check out the video and I'll show you how to turn this into a tandem. I like to, because I have so much extra tail and I don't have a shorter wrap yet, I like to take this, twist it twice, and then just tie it under her bum. It doesn't really have a name, so I'm going to call it the P twist. Nobody can say my name right, so just leave it at P. Double knot. Just be careful of the shirt you wear and maybe anything under it, because it will accentuate you here. So, half Jordan's back carry, ring finish. I'm going to love this carry, especially for, like, you know, if we're out at the zoo or something where they're going to be up for a while, because I can adjust the slack. This is just something extra and pretty, so, you know, I have to untie it, but you don't have to do the twist tie. You have a nice distribution. If they get extra heavy, again, great reason to leave them flat. With any carry, if you spread out the shoulder passes, your weight gets more evenly distributed. And see how when you do that, sometimes it can mess with the... So you have your rings, you can pull the slack through. I'm really excited. Thank you to Miss Karen, who helped me all day Sunday figure out how to use my rings for the first time. Thank you to Miss Palm, who sent them to us so that we can play with them and also bring you guys videos. Thanks to you guys for checking us out. TwinMommy101.com has all the things that make our twin life go round. We'll see you soon.